I got a very special guest with me here today. Go ahead and tell him your name and what you represent.
It's Komari Cloud. I represent, all my peoples out there who support me. Shout out all y'all. Y'all know who you are, so shout out y'all first. And then also, it's Rem Cycle shit always, so you know what's up.
Oh yeah, tell me about Rem Cycle. Make sure you close to the mic too.
All right, Rem Cycle. It's everything about me and everyone who supports me. So if you support me, you Rem Cycle. It's loading. That's all I can say. If you know, you know.
Yep.
If you know, you know. It's for now, you can always hit me up if you need cover art. If you need custom clothing, you can always let me know. But for now, the art reveal of Rem Cycle as an art brand and a community, because that's what it really is. That is coming together very shortly, but also in due time. 2023 is what I could tell you.
Shout out Rem Cycle. We were talking about some artists that stand out to us from the city. You had mentioned a couple artists. Is there anyone you want to shout out other than? I mean, you had mentioned Kayy Cyy, you had mentioned Enzy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
since we on art and I'm talking about Rem Cycle, I'm gonna go ahead and shout out some artists I'm just a fan of.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna say, Mortify My Sin is the first one I can think of with physical art, cause she do clothing, so custom clothing. She's super dope. I just seen Big Kayy dropped a song today with a cover art.
Wow.
So shout out Big Kayy, and she just dropped a song. Another physical artist cover art I think her name like Kimmy Art. She's fire. Another art. I mean, everybody has skin tones. Whatever they got going on is crazy. I'm a fan of what they got going on. In terms of music, shit. Shout out to people at Rock Solid.
Okay.
Big Kayy again. You know.
The artists that performed at Red Sea.
Yeah.
Shout out Red Sea.
They did good that night. I gave it to them.
Yeah.
Put on a performance. I'll post the videos from there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, shout out all them artists.
Basically, anybody who getting out there and doing it, I'ma support her. Y'all for real. Like,
who should people know about in the city? Like, even outside of your circle. Like, if you had a spotlight on Minneapolis, you know what I'm saying? Like, who would people know about right away?
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Outside of Minneapolis.
Or the Twin Cities, yeah.
I'm just going to be honest with y'all.
Because we in the Paul right now.
Since Minnesota be hating, bro, we got to catch up. The biggest hip-hop artist is Young Gravy.
Crazy.
In terms of Minnesota.
It's facts,
the biggest hip-hop artist is Young Gravy. So if you want to look at it as competition or love, that's up to you.
Lizzo has more followers, though.
I'm talking hip-hop. Young Gravy the biggest. Lizzo, I don't think she's from here, like born here.
Okay.
I think she came up here.
That's true.
And we got like some motion going on and some spark.
It's contested, right?
So shout out Lizzo. Lizzo's the best. I don't know if somebody touching
the
her
most followers for what it's worth.
Like Lizzo to go in terms of like because she's showing love to the
Lizzo
state
got
right
bars
now.
too. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, she's showing love.
Yeah.
So Lizzo.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
You said Lizzo, Gravy.
I fuck with Kayy Cyy Pluto.
Kayy Cyy.
Cause he show love to the underground. Like he working with artists that I fuck with. Like he brought BK the Ruler up here, bro. I was like, what? That was crazy. So shout out Kayy Cyy Pluto. There's a lot of good. Like I started to notice there's like some good rage. Like you know that like Playboy Cardi type.
Okay. Yeah.
There's some good artists coming out of like that type of subgenre. Like Zodiac, I listen to his music. He's fire. This dude named Donnie Thrax, he's fire. They be making that like rage music. There's some good like hip hop poets that come out of here too. Like,
lots of dope poets.
June the Kid, I'm a fan of his music.
Shout out June the Kid, man.
He is like super talented. Like he needs to keep dropping because I'm a fan of his work.
But you know, you got your Plazas, your Allen Kingdoms, your Party Alone. Your Party Alone.
Oh, I forgot about Jay Plaza. I follow him. He's actually super fucking talented. Jay Plaza, if you see this, I would work with you, bro. You fire.
Hey.
You can rap your ass off.
That's respect, man. Okay, word. Let's move on.
Shout out, hold up. Shout out, I might as well say shout out Ozone as a whole.
Hey,
like, they super talented. You know what I'm saying? So shout out them as a whole. They're super talented.
Definitely Ozone Creation. Shout out Bakari. Shout out Summer.
Mac too. Chinway. Shout out y'all.
Tell me about. Okay, so the first time I ever ran into you was at a show that Waterwave had, or not a show, an event that Waterwave did. Tell me about like how you heard about that, how you know about Waterwave and all that.
Okay, so I don't even know how I found out about Waterwave. I feel like if you're a Minnesota artist and you're like you start getting on Instagram, you start figuring out like 1, 2, you gonna run it, you gonna find
naturally,
Waterwave.
right?
You gonna find as a Minnesota artist, you gonna find Waterwave. And
right.
I think was that before they opened the shop or right when they were opening?
Their store was open at the time, but I met you out in Woodbury.
Yeah, like far, like in
like
the suburbs.
Shoes at a shoe
convention.
Yeah,
shoe
yeah,
convention.
that shit was hot too. Shout out what is it, Sneaker Plug or something like that? Or there's someone I follow on Instagram who's behind those. I forget what his name is though. I think he's a Sneaker Plug MN or something like that. Shout out to bro.
I didn't know we had a whole sneaker scene.
Right.
That's super dope.
Yeah, man. Now tell me about Atlanta. Remember I saw you in Atlanta too?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And you were playing a show with Kia there.
Yes.
Yep.
Shout out Graphics. So Graphics.
Hey, and shout out Graphics too.
Graphics is just a young, like, he's the hungriest young kid. He's shoot, I don't know. I think he just turned 18. And back then, what was that? Almost 2 years ago. So he got me to it. So he's the first person to get me out of state for music, art, whatever. Right when COVID hit, he hit me up. 2020, he hit me up right when COVID hit. And we was just talking on the phone, and I was like, he was like, we need to shoot a music video or something. And I was like, yeah, I want to come to Atlanta. But me coming to Atlanta, it turned into, I'm going to throw a mini show.
Right.
So what he did, he threw a whole mini art show. And the artist that performed,
that
bro,
shit was fire too.
Yeah, like, that was my first time there. It was a mini art show, and it was at a skate park, at 4th Ward Skate Park. I'll never forget. And the artists that opened, they was underground at the time, but, bro, they is, like, buzzing now, like Mercury. I'm a fan of her music.
I still follow some of them. Like Wavy, I think is dude's name or something like that. Yeah.
Like Surf, bro.
Surf,
he's going
Surf,
fucking
yeah,
crazy
Surf.
right now. Like,
yeah.
Shout out him, because he performed at that first little skate park. That was my first time ever in Atlanta. He performed there. And then I kept going back because I made some homies down there, kept going back. And then Graphics, all of us got together. You know, that show happened again, and that was just huge for, it was like, at the time, it was like getting Minnesota to Atlanta. I remember when, so we supposed to go back another time after that. I couldn't make it because of COVID. But the time after that, when we went back, Kia called me. She was like, I was just at Walmart, and somebody ran into me like, you big Kia, like in Atlanta.
Atlanta too,
and
that's
it was
random
just
as fuck.
like, damn.
Hey, respect.
We wasn't even saying.
Man, her energy is just contagious.
They just thought she was from there.
I can see why.
I was saying shout out Minnesota. Yeah. She was forgetting to say nothing, and they just all thought she was Atlanta.
Right. No, I can definitely see why. Tell me about your name. Komari.
Komari. So, okay, I got my first music name. My first music name was Willie Charles. So what happened was, I started getting good at rapping, and my friends at the art table, and I was like, all my close friends was in my art class. They sat down with me, and they was like, bro, you got to change your name. They just brought it up. They were like, you got to change your name.
What was the original name?
Willie Charles.
Okay, you had to change it up, huh?
They said, you're not finna make it with that. We believe in you, bro. You know, they was like, you're actually good, bro.
Yeah,
like,
straight up.
It's time for you to, like, get this shit serious, so you got to change your name.
Your people held you down.
Yeah, so we brainstormed at the table, and that's where the cloud come from, too, because the Komari came from, I'll just say, it came from combining two names. So combined two names. That's how we got Komari for the first name. And then a friend at the table was like, Cloud. So that's where I was just like, all right, the Cloud is awesome. But me being like who I am, I'm like, if I didn't come up with it, I'm not going with it.
Oh, okay. That's the ego talking, huh?
Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie, bro. So his name was Ethan. Shout out to Ethan. That's why we got the Cloud in there.
Yeah.
And basically, I just went by Komari, and then there was a DJ who I guess he was on tour with Ari Lennox. He got my freaking phone number, and he was like, you got to change your name.
That's random as fuck.
So then I was like, well, he did say Komari Cloud. That did sound nice. So then after a year, I went from Komari to Komari Cloud, and it stuck. And I feel like the Cloud being added was like just a really good thing. And for branding, it's super easy. And like the signature Kayy Cloud, that stuck. That's going to be forever.
Yep, the logo is dope too. Who made that? You made that?
Okay, it's me and my father. My father's a graphic designer, so he's like the one who did it. But I drew it in chalk. The logo is a 7, but upside down it's a 24.
Oh,
for Kobe. And
whoa, okay.
But like it was originally a
respect.
It was originally a 24, but when I got the artwork back from my dad,
I'm gonna have to look at that again.
Yeah, I got the artwork back from my dad. He does it in such a specific way where I was like, I flipped it upside down. I was like, it's a 7. So I was like, boom, that's a logo. It's a 7. I always know it's a 24.
You got it right there?
Yeah.
Let me see.
You look closely. That's crazy. Which one you got? Oh, shoot. My bad.
So like,
I didn't even see that, man. That's crazy. I did not see that shit. Yeah. You can really see it when you turn it. Yep. When you turn it upside down.
It's a 24.
That's fire.
Then go back. It's a 7. Yeah. And it's like resemble like you
it's
always
really
gotta work hard
too.
24/7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You snapped.
Yeah, that's why I kept it at the 7. That's why I kept it at the 7.
You snapped.
And it's like, yeah, and you always gotta think about, cause like what got Kobe to the second stage in his career, like when he became Kobe, like Shaq was better than Kobe.
He had to go up. Huh.
He put in. They were saying this man is in the gym till 5 a.m. So I had to wake up, and be like, bro, if I'm really gonna make it, you gotta work hard 24/7.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym,
bro. So I gotta say this for all the rappers, bro, cause this is all rappers, artists, but physical artists. If you staying on top of your game, you're doing good, cause that stuff gets hard and it's money. But for these rappers and even physical artists, I say if you're not doing it every day, you're not really serious. And I'm not trying to offend nobody because I had to get that advice. I got the I was like, my friend asked me, are you serious about your art and your music? I said, what do you mean? Of course I'm serious. He was like, you think you serious? And I was like, hell yeah, I believe I'm serious. I know I'm serious. He was like, yeah, that's what you think, because you're not really serious if you're not getting off work today and instantly going to do something. You see? Whether it's recording yourself rapping, and it doesn't even have to be like a song. He was just saying it's always content you can do. So I make art too. I'm a painter, so if I'm not making that, I could be painting. If I want to watch TV, why don't I watch TV while I paint? Something like, it's like
something, bro. Like I just got podcasts on in here. You see me, I'm watching golf while I'm sitting here doing podcasts and like creating hip hop.
Yeah, I'll take a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep this shit going at all times, because what? It's like you had just said, it's like going to the gym. If I'm just going to the gym, I should be having fun. I'm with my homies. I'm with the bros. We in here, we doing what we would be doing anyways. Just because it's not sway in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck. That doesn't mean I'm just not going to do it because it's not doing those numbers. And people don't think like that. They think, oh, if I'm doing something, it has to be the top or with the blue check or some shit like that.
Yeah, or waiting to get scooped up.
How you think you get to the blue check? You know
it
what
hurts.
I'm saying? Right.
It takes, it is, like you said, being in the gym mentality. It's like, so to gain followers, how do you gain followers? It's like gaining muscle. You have to do the push-ups. You have to do the little stuff. You have to keep work your chest. And you can't just do 10 push-ups, bro. And that's your day, bro. That's not working out, you know?
You got to do sets.
You got to keep pushing it.
God. And you got
can't just drop a song.
You got Lil Goth Princess. Speaking of that, speaking of keeping it going, tell me about that.
That's what I'm saying, because I just dropped a mixtape on SoundCloud. It's coming to streaming 11/11. It's 17 new songs, but it's basically like my last 2 years of music, whether like some of these songs is 2 years old, flat, hitting over 2 years old, and some of them is hitting, this tape dropped 2 weeks ago, or not even, I don't know, like 10 days ago. So then that would make some of the songs 8 days old. So you gonna have basically all the code, like the new sound of me as a rapper, because I've always pushing the artist sound in the past, but this is me as a rapper. If you hear singing on the project, that's love. I guess I can sing a little, but this is like my first, like, I'm a rapper, like.
And you work with artists from Michigan, Chicago, and also some artists from RSMG.
Yeah, yep. I got to shout out Lansing, Michigan. So shout out Piccadilly Dragon. He featured on one of the songs, and there's a bonus one that's coming on the streaming with him on it too. And then that's produced by Money. And Money, Money's my producer from Lansing. He's super dope. Like, I don't think this tape possible without Money Me and Kayy got a, I might as well announce it early on here just so they know, just these people, y'all special, just get to hear here. Me and Kayy got a collab project coming with Money, hosted by Money, so that's something to look forward to too.
That's the exclusive. That's why I do this though, for people to make announcements, for people to come here and talk about their art.
Me and Kayy have been working on this collab tape for like 2 years, but it's finally coming soon because we was like, Money got in on it, and I was like, now it's motion, like it's coming together.
Isn't it nice when shit like that happens? And it's always when you least expect that shit to happen, when you're just relaxed, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's the blessing. You know what I'm saying,
bro? Exactly, because Money sent me a Halloween beat pack, and you know me and Kayy on that murderous like theme.
Oh yeah.
So there was like Halloween themed beats, and he sent me 8 of them, and it was like I didn't see him till like 2 days ago, and I seen him, and I was like, oh, Kayy, we was just talking about how we want to finish this tape. Boom. We got 8 new beats for it. Hey, Money, you trying to host it? Yeah, let's get it. All right, let's go.
You said bro's from here?
He from Lansing, the producer.
From Lansing. Okay,
Michigan.
okay. Yep, that's what you had said. Okay, for sure. Bet. Yeah. That's
but like he produced probably a good third of the project. I say DJ Reels, he produced 2 of the songs, but he produced my favorite project, my favorite song on there. Shout out some of the other Rock Solid guys for hitting on the other song he produced. And then my like my personal closest producers, his name 5 Hour Drive Kid. He produced the last 2 on the tape. Shout out him. He a dancer. He from New York. He a dancer. So that's
multiple
what he
kinds
do.
of art, man. There's so many different kinds of art. You know.
Yeah. So and then shout out my boy from Chicago. He's my little brother's age. He only 17. So I say he like my little brother with the little music.
Shout out to the family too.
Yep. Shout out my family, cause my brother do art too. He did a few of my cover art. So just talent all over, young talent.
And since we on that same
young talent,
since we in that stream, tell me about 35 Kayy Cyy and your videos.
Yeah, all my new videos coming out, all coming from him. So we got 2 out right now, Minneapolis and I Do Not Mind, and them shot, edited, filmed by 35 Kayy Cyy. He go by Kenny. He's super dope. And I say all the artists out here, cause I'm a put this on my story. So anybody who need music videos, good edits, timely edits. So when your beat kicking, this shit is kicking. Like if you want a video, you click on it and you can tell they put care and love into it. I definitely go by to 35 Kayy Cyy. And since he's still doing this shit, still getting back into doing this shit, he gonna fuck with you on a good rate. I'll tell you that. Like if I say come with some money, but you can work. And that's another reason why I love working with him, because somebody I'm in school, I'm like, it's hard to like always be right with money. That's somebody you can, when you get the video done, go back to. So it's not like a band for a video, nowhere near that. So go work with bro. He'll fuck with you.
Some people really charge that, like,
bro.
You know what I'm saying,
bro? Some people all start at $600, bro, and I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I don't got $600 for a music video. I'm not signed. You know what I'm saying?
What's something that artists should know? Like, what's an assumption that a lot of artists make that you feel like is like an unhealthy assumption that like maybe we could curb?
That
like,
you're
you know
good. That you're amazing. No. Because you probably are amazing, but that's not shit.
There you
Being
go.
amazing is the
part.
fucking standard for this shit.
That's only part of it, right?
If you're amazing, well, okay. If you do art, well, you're supposed to make amazing art. You know what I'm saying? If you work at a restaurant, you can serve a few good dishes. But if you're amazing artist, if you're an artist, you have to be amazing. Great is the worst you can be until you are a millionaire. Then you can be good and average. Shout out Lil Durk and Drake and all them. You know, but you gotta be amazing. That's a substandard. So if you're just amazing, cool. You did the job. You made the great art. Okay, that's not gonna get you famous. That does not get you from A to B. It's and it's so not even necessarily
like being famous, right? Like you don't even like we were saying before. You don't have to have the blue check. Like you can be doing numbers that are below the industry and still not have to work a job, which is the goal, financial freedom, right?
Because look at these producers who you'll see like produce for Yeet, produce for Drake, And then you see they got like 2,000 followers on Instagram.
And it's like
no blue check, like 2 posts.
But it's cool. Like it's cool. It's almost cooler now to be like unheard of.
So it's like send your shit out, bro.
Yeah.
Really send your shit out. You think
gotta start somewhere. That's all.
Because bro, if you make beats, I'm sure you make amazing beats. Or if you make, it's not about like it's like they say Kanye made 8 beats a day. Okay, you can make 8 beats a day, but are you sending them out? Are they getting released?
All the different steps to actually get to where we're trying to get to.
There's a lot of
motherfuckers be lazy, man. I'm like, are you sure you want to do this?
No,
Are you sure? Because you should probably just go get a job and just chill. Because this shit takes so much fucking work, man. If you really want to get to that next level, you know what I'm saying? So, nah, you good, bro. We just having conversation.
Nah, yeah, but
if you want to say, because that's all my questions for you. If you want to say something, if you got like something you want to announce or like something you want to shout out, you know, or something that's very important and pressing to you, you know, because I do try to keep these like at 20 minutes, and that's where we at right now. So.
I'll just say to everybody out there, so if you watching this as a fan or a supporter, thank you so much. So like if you came for me, thank you. If you came for him, thank you. Like keep doing that, because that's what we all need at the end of the day. Everybody need more support. So it's like at this point, I do this for myself, but I got to go harder for y'all, because y'all are the reason why we even got a chance. So
you appreciate y'all. You shout out your projects?
Yeah, shout out Lil Goth Princess. It's out now everywhere. Album. No, it's out on SoundCloud. Probably out on streaming everywhere. Streaming 11/11, Lil Goth Princess. We got I Do Not Mind music video out now. And
your socials?
Komari Cloud, all social media.
Yeah. Tap in, man. We're gonna have you back too on like a longer like panel format or something like that too.
Appreciate you. Just love for having me, bro. It's an honor.
Yeah, for sure. Respect, man. Hey, you been staring at the city. It's Nathan. Peace.